Welcome to A Life in Chapters, a podcast about books, journaling, and building a creative life that feels like home. I'm Alison Wood, and this is where we explore the quiet, meaningful moments that make up a well-written life, one chapter at a time. So this is episode 9, and let's journal together today. Gentle prompts for August. It's the first of the month, a small, quiet threshold. And I don't know about you, but I always feel something shift on the first. Not in a dramatic, resolution-filled way, but in a way that invites me to pause, to ask, where am I? What do I need? What's next? This episode is part of a monthly rhythm I'm building here on the podcast, a slow check-in. Just a few journal prompts shared aloud that you can use to reflect, reset, and reconnect. Some of you might be curled up with a cup of tea and a favourite notebook. Others might be out walking or listening on the move. Wherever you are, I invite you to let this moment meet you. You don't need to write everything down right now. You can simply listen and let the questions roll around in your mind. You can pause and respond, or just return later when the moment feels right. This is not about doing it properly. It's about giving yourself a soft space to land, a few quiet questions to carry with you into a new month. August always feels like a little bit of an in-between month to me. There's something transitional about it, not quite the height of summer anymore, not yet autumn. A lingering warmth, a slowing down, a sense that we're heading toward a turn in the season. And for me, August is often a reflective month, not because anything dramatic changes, but because I feel the subtle shift. Longer shadows, slower mornings, the craving to step back, reset, and move with more intention. And sometimes that reflection can get buried under life. So this is your invitation to pause and check in, gently, without any pressure, to ask yourself not what you should be doing, but how you're doing. These next prompts are here to help you do that. They're spacious, open-ended, and you don't need to answer perfectly. You just need to be honest. So prompt 1. What part of last month do I want to carry with me? And what part am I ready to leave behind? Take yourself back to the start of July. Now walk through the month slowly in your mind. What stands out? Maybe there was a moment of connection that really meant something, or a day where everything felt simple and right. Maybe you surprised yourself by resting, by saying no, by showing up. And maybe there were things that drained you, patterns you fell into, energy you gave away that you didn't have to spare. You don't have to analyze it all, just notice what rises to the surface first. Often the body knows what the mind is still sorting out. Let this be a chance to acknowledge what served you and also what you're done carrying. What's coming forward with you into August, and what can you kindly release? Now, if you're somewhere quiet, you can pause and journal now. If not, just tuck the questions into your pocket in your mind and let it sit with you today. All the prompts will be in the show notes, so you can always return to them later. Prompt 2. What do I need more of this month? And how might I gently make space for it? Not more on your to-do list, not more responsibility, more nourishment. What do you feel like you're running low on? What would refill your cup, not in a dramatic once-a-year kind of way, but in the quiet daily moments? Maybe you're craving rest, the kind that isn't earned through exhaustion. Maybe it's clarity, focus, solitude. Maybe it's joy, honest, unstructured, unfiltered joy. Ask yourself gently, what would feel good right now? What are you secretly longing for but haven't let yourself name? And then, how could you make a little more space for it? Not a huge plan, just a small shift, a boundary you reinforce, a routine you soften, a bit of space in your day that's only for you. This is your month, your rhythm, your rules. Pause and write if you'd like, or walk with the question and see what answers rise slowly. Prompt 3. What might be possible by the end of this month if I trust myself a little more? Now, this is one of my favourite questions because often what keeps us stuck isn't a lack of ideas or time or opportunity, it's self-doubt. The voice that whispers, you're not ready, you're not good enough, it's too late. So what if, just for this month, you softened into self-trust? What might you begin? What might you say out loud? What project or possibility have you been quietly circling, waiting for permission? Could this be the month you take one small step toward it? This isn't about fixing everything, it's about opening the door, even if it's just a crack. Because trust isn't something we earn, it's something we build one brave moment at a time. So ask yourself, what becomes possible when I trust my pace, my voice, my process? And let yourself answer slowly. Now, prompt 4 is, if I could give this month a title, what would it be? And this is a little bit like when you choose a word for the year. I think it's nice sometimes to, instead of going across the whole year, to choose a word for each month, or even just some months. Some months were inspired, others not so much. So this prompt is a little more creative and, of course, totally optional. But imagine August as a chapter in your life. What would you call it? Maybe it's the month of returning. Maybe it's soft rebuild. Maybe it's no is a full sentence. Maybe it's just peace. This isn't about being poetic. It's about naming what matters to you. Sometimes a single word or phrase can become a compass for the month ahead. So if you feel drawn to it, give August a title. Write it at the top of your journal. Put it on a post-it note and stick it on your mirror. Use it as a quiet reminder of what you're choosing and what you're letting go of. As always, these journaling prompts aren't a checklist. They don't need to be answered in order or finished in one sitting. You can choose one, you can choose all four, you can choose none. There's simply a way to come home to yourself at the start of a new month. No pressure, just presence. Even by listening and not even journaling, something might be coming up for you. Something that you're thinking, yes, I need more of that in August. For me, it's rest. I definitely need more rest at the moment. And so I'm going to name my month Rest. If all you do today is pause to think about one of these questions, if something quietly stirs in you as you listen, a memory, a longing, a shift, then that's more than enough. You don't have to write neatly. You don't have to have clear answers. You don't even have to open your journal if today doesn't feel like the day. There's no perfect journaling practice. There's only what feels true, honest, and healing for you. Maybe that means scribbling your thoughts on a napkin. Maybe it means carrying the question in your mind all week. Maybe it means coming back later when the world feels quieter. Take what you need, leave what you don't. And know that this space and this episode will be here whenever you're ready to return. If you enjoyed this kind of quiet, soft reflection, you might also like the clarity audio I share each month over on Patreon. It's a slower, longer voice note with seasonal prompts, gentle guidance, and space to process whatever's been coming up for you. It's a moment of clarity. This month, we're also reading Enchantment by Catherine May in the Patreon Book Club. It's a beautifully written, gentle book about rediscovering wonder in the everyday, and it feels like such a perfect companion for August. The book club is open to Clarity Club and Clarity Circle members for less than the cost of a coffee or two. And you're so welcome to join us at alifeinchapters.com/Patreon. There's no pressure, no deadlines, just space to reflect, to read, to feel a little more like yourself again. Thank you so much for listening to A Life in Chapters. You can always find full show notes, links, and transcripts over at alifeinchapters.com/podcast. Wherever this month takes you, I hope you stay close to what matters, and I'll see you again soon.